came here several times with my father when I was little. But...
Oh, don't worry!
In that case...
Ooh, everything looks so good!
Why, of course! Go ahead, try whatever you like.
And if it's not?
Well,
Yeah! Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right?
Oh, true. Very true.
Speaking of cases, do you think that
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward.
if it hadn't happened right in front of us?
Right? Yet it was because...
Ugh. If only that guy could...
In such investigations, even the smallest... To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities... It's not that I don't have faith in their... It's easy to guard against, and which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exists. Those highfalutin... It's all right. Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her.
I see. So, I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Furina.
Yeah, we've heard...
Well,
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you.
well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the... I'm sure Lady Furina... All right, here's another. I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm... valid point. Oh, you did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might... Why don't we give it a try after this meal?
Huh? Paimon...
Was this your drink?
No, it's fine.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't...
Is that so? If we're all finished eating, then I'll...
Yeah, we're... Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore. Nah, that would be so... Hey, Navia! What?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing...
Let's give her...
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in fun... in any case...
See ya!
The wind rises.
There aren't many people...
Vache.
Looks like we're back here. Huh? Traveler? Ugh.
Vache?
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? Huh? Hang on. Hey, Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Vache, are you my dear No, wait. You seem to be someone else. My memories feel like they have been washed away. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land? Yes, that is what I was once. I do not know how I came to be like this either. No matter what now, we can no longer go back. No! Our reunion, the thought of me... If you meet Vache, tell him perhaps that is so. If only I could have comforted him. Told him that I did not suffer. Is that what you call it? It was a state. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they... I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think. Farewell, then.
Wake up! Come on, hurry! Navia's outnumbered!
now! Look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Chlorand? Quick, now's our chance! I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Chlorand. But before
I followed you.
I believe that following someone without their
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety.
Do not!
Sorry, demoiselle.
Thank you for your aid, Miss.
Sorry,
Whatever.
I doubt I know much more than you. Your performance tonight will...
And what?
None of these mecha have... I can only conclude...
What? Your point being that they're out of...
Yes.
I will continue investigating.
I do not think that they'll strike again any...
Right. I suppose that's the best news.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss...
I know, I just... She's...
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we... Those Gardamex... Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Chlorand who came out to save us too!
Oh, come now. Forget all that as such. We're still...
It will take 50...
If it were me...
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger?
Well, to be honest, you're...
Huh?
Yes. All thanks to you grabbing my
Huh?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases that the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky. Fanta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty?
So the Fanta had been spiked with...
Yes.
Spina de Ros...
Huh! Really?
I sent people to Hotel de... That's when I figured out that you...
What?
Well, speaking of which...
Well, it can't be a coincidence that the Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too! But it was real faint. Does this situation... Does that mean the Primordial...
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing to be...
New intel?
Oh, well, let's hear it, shall we? Oh. Vache. Since he saw that, but he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolved. Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. Oh, you mean...
Well, you did save... And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so...
You talk too much. We also have some plans.
Don't worry, you two. With...
It's right up ahead, but...
I've been keeping watch, demoiselle. I haven't spotted any...
Very...
I shall find rooms.
Thank you, Malus. Now...
The wind rises. Swollen Fury. Behold!
This is your base?
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present...
Well, after all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering.
Seems like it's tough times forever.
To be honest,
Your father.
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me...
No. My father's name is Khaled. 3 years ago.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father at the time. But strangely, that even after being serious... how could he protect his honor if he's dead? The closest piece of info I have.
Ah, so that's why you're...
That's right. However, I must know what really... If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to And now, here I am investigating his death.
Demoiselle.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. Master Callus did so. Even our supporters decreased greatly due...
Wait! If Callus was such a good man...
No. Perhaps people love watching the E...
But how could... never...
There is one...
Oh! Her? Well, then... Isn't... Yeah... That's not...
Miss Clorand has... She knew Master Callus, but there was...
Don't worry, Navi.
Afterward, Miss Clorand told us that at the stop... Yes, that is our...
All right. Anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Thanks.
Yeah!
Please, relax and get some sleep.
Paimon slept so well. Huh? Navi?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're... But never mind that. What?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did...
Wait!
How could... Unfortunately, this name seems to... I suspect...
Does that mean...
No. And that is the archives kept by... If the... Oh...
So Nervalette, in that case, what... Aren't you...
No, it's nothing. The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Halt! Please state your business here. The chief
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't...
See? They've got great...
Yep. Paimon can tell.
If you're here just to crack jokes, I can...
No. What I meant to say is...
Oh, yes, I remember.
We're here today to report and archive some information...
Is that even a thing?
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust...
All right, then, I'll let you through. The chief just...
Thanks so much.
Please come in.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get in because...
It's all right. Please.
So you're not mad at us?
We're looking for a man called Vache. He may have been an...
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I
Who knew that Nervalet would be so easy to talk to?
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that there are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
Is that so?
Ahem. Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a true...
And what are you trying to say? Are you trying to console me? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your... It's just like last time. After you even told me then that you thought there was something in your eyes, if you truly... Why didn't you give me the power to stop everything? Was it... There are still... If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes.
I'm sorry, Miss...
You and my father are truly... It's not so much that... Oh well. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Navia,
I'm fine.
you're right. What?
Now that I think of it, on the day...
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered in the ring. That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that. But didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait. You don't...
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been... Yeah! And if that's what had happened, then...
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. All right, let's go to
Yeah! We're gonna make...
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you... Great.
Whoa! What a huge ship!
There's no need to... My father was the one who... A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless...
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said... Paimon was confused, but now that Paimon has seen this ship for her...
Well, put...
Behold!
Malouse, we're back!
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important... You said before that you still had some...
About that. It's because You still remember, right, Malouse?
Yes, the case was quite similar to...
Could you tell us a bit more about what...
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, at a glance...
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also...
Yes, he did. If you drink synth, and if you were to stop drinking, as he oversaw Poisson...
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the sin. Not only that...
Yes, but the enemy was very... recognizing that. The man's name was that night, but then...
Huh? How did...
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? Looking back on it, though, I now believe... Precisely, but, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third You're right.
Jacques was an empathetic. I think that, on that note, however, our opponent is in. Even though Spina, there is no need.
If that's indeed what he wished for, was I not the closest person to him? What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still. Did he think I just I've never accepted that. Ever. I want to find out the real.
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act.
So you do know something else, Malus?
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that, but what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that
What?
Boss also didn't tell you that he and the serial disappearance. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve. Knowing all of this, but as long as you remain, if something were to happen.
Right. So nobody would be able to.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as...
So he chose to die in silence.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, demoiselle. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me, I'm sure he'd be
That fool. No. He might have set up everything. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am? Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way but thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, Malus, what was the key evidence that he
It's the location where Synth, when he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't But if you want...
Why? If we know where the place is, can't.
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious... There's no telling, but a single visit to the worst case would be...
Then, in that case, what?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Lin...
That's true. But things...
You sound like you've put a lot of.
I am the butler. I've always been willing to take on any kind of...
Thank you for all of that, Malus.
Let me think. When I announced order, if the vendors, after several... The first is Florent, Spina de Rosula's senior advisor.
Huh?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people, thanks to his position. There's someone else like him, too. Marcel.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild in Poisson. In the beginning...
So, they're like.
Yes, it's...
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina. Although the guards mostly, since Thierry is all...
I see. To think that...
If you want...
Of course.
You're too... And before I forget, proving after that, if it might help...
Oh, thank you so much.
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work...
It is settled, then.
Thank you for arranging...
Excuse me, miss.
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time.
Ah, if it's about that.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
You don't understand.
I didn't know how to face... I know.
I'm sorry. On the matter regarding my...
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't...
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless... He had many regrets. So when Mr. Cal... He tried to be...
They found out...
Papa didn't say that exactly.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized... I don't know that for sure. Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callus, even if he...
But Mama, Papa always
Well,
Yeah.
then you should hold on to... Regardless of...
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak...
You really think that's...
you okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Florence should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the opera.
Yeah, I've heard.
It also reminded me, on the day that after my partner here put the can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened?
Let me think. After that, my first reaction was that Mr. Callus's but when I got there...
So you also remember...
Indeed. Reason being. But according to... About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a third person there?
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So the gun he was holding...
Yeah, that makes... But hold on. He didn't even want to... Did he lose all faith?
About that, I'll tell you everything. Once the...
I understand. And if I may just say, many people have left, but it was Mr. Callus, no matter what others...
Don't worry. I will you and all our other comrades at the... Hey, Thierry! It's me!
Oh, now.
Oh, so you've caught news?
Oh, okay.
Are you sure there isn't a little...
I mean, where Callus to defend, it would be next to Anyway.
Yes. What happened at the...
If you want to go...
That'd be much...
Of course. Why do you ask?
Well, So... if you, hypothetically...
If I had to make an analogy... When you order a dish, the chef will make it. If you try to make removing a so I can promise you, they're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be super...
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Oh, jokes aside, I'll be staying in the city for...
Hello. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Marcel.
Sure. I will...
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as...
Oh, it's all right. I just wanted to...
Yes.
Oh!
That's right. I also witnessed your to beat the hydro...
Oh, Paimon doesn't...
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact...
Yes, I was reminded...
Exactly.
Oh, and...
We were attacked on Arrhenius by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also... If not for the vigilance...
Oh, you're giving
Alas. But rest assured, Navia, if anyone dares to...
Thank you, Uncle. Do you have any new...
The confrérie... Then I heard the
Oh, it's okay.
Sounds good. All my wealth come...
We've talked to all 3 sets.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I suppose that... Anyway.
But where should we start? You're right!
According to Jacques...
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Oh? And why is that?
Ooh, that's a good point.
Huh. So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the Order and seek protection from my father. Makes sense. But without evidence, that's still just a theory. Besides, Jacques, it's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think he...
Given everything that's happened, but who among the 3 suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex? Uncle Marcel? And with funds from... Still really... Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a... Thierry, you say? Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use. But I didn't feel like he would.
Yeah. If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when and how.
Florent? But...
So you're saying he's...
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to Who could it be? You know, if you think...
Could we be missing other suspects?
The suspect is knowledgeable. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes. Malus did say that we need far more...
Navia, here you are. Oh,
Huh?
Yeah. News came from
Wasn't that place built specifically for...
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tarta...
What?
Yeah, we know him.
Well, he's been accused of being the true...
Wait, how?
That's what I thought. If the charge against...
Right.
Yeah.
Huh? Split up? What do you mean? Just since this is... You're right. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time.
We'll help you.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany.
I'm ready.
Ah, Malus, Silver.
We heard. It's our hope.
See you then! Now that Navia has set out for Aranias, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over. Huh. According to Malus's info... Let's go and try to find the entrance. Finally found it! Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base. Ah, your Navia's probably...
It would appear that I must repeat my question again. Miss, do you accept the...
To be perfectly honest, however, I did hear that... In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I've got to admit, that's one... When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back.
Hey! Don't you understand?
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the... Then why don't you duel me too?
No. That's not what I meant.
Alas, it would appear that communication with... In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial...
That case had nothing to do with him! Huh? What's going on? Why is she in...
I told you it couldn't be one of the...
Miss Navia, this is the... But that was an
Oh, please. We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. And if my charges prove true, then
Oh, a young lady. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia.
That person Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabaret...
Huh? What Confrérie?
I've heard of them, but...
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind you, and if the
Yes.
In that case, members of the guard. Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney.
Apologies. I think an attorney won't be...
Very well. In that...
I would like to take everyone back to 3, only through elucidating.
Navia, come on. Why would I... If that's enough to...
I think there's no point in getting into...
Exactly correct, Your Honor.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet. During the banquet, all attending guests... When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and Callus was defeated by champion duel. These are the known facts about the case.
The one with the motive to kill was shot. After that... However, we should... The testimony... Unfortunately... This assassin first shot Jacques. A pile of clothing was found, but now, since it was... Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin...
Ah, so that's what happened. Wait, you're
What a great theory.
Mr. Marcel.
Ah, but I...
Then, may I one?
Boo! I may not have... We should be able... Considering this...
That makes sense.
Maybe she's scared.
Alternatively...
My second question has to do with the... Then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he
I've thought about this. The dissolving my father could have at that time what was certain.
Boss once told...
What?
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out... Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of... But what good would that do? How had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence? But by staying silent, we retained the ability to I was able to become Spina, and once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera...
So, you mean to say...
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is... I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support, but since he entrusted his will to you,
so, during the duel...
Yes, as a champion duelist, I've fought many battles, and taken account in my line of work. I've seen all kinds. Just one look, I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist, that Mr. Callus never...
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you...
Right? What she said was fascinating.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial...
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases, in my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques, and, at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of it. The culprit could only time their actions so precise, coincidentally.
So that's why I'm used to it, though.
No need to...
I won't try to refute. On top of that, does a person have to be physically...
Know what she can say to that.
I know that even with that, alas, who won't feel at least a little... But if I were to just... Do you know what the
I suppose you're gonna...
It's timing. I'm a businessman by trade. In addition, but...
I do apologize to...
No.
Is there anything... You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my... Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the...
Seems like she got the wrong guy. At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb... But aren't you going... He wished for you, once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong.
This isn't just about me. The biggest difference, the people whose many people's, and whose image. Is it a man named Vache? Oh, so you do know that.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say.
I was waiting for you.
Cry louder! Behold!
Whoa! The floor is going up! Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
Wind rises.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up. The water level is rising! Now we can swim to the top! But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
One with Nick. Know your place. Quit following me.
Now the path is clear! Let's go!
Behold! Swan Fury! The wind knows you. Know your place! Swan Fury!
Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't. That's right. What's all this? Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box. Oh, Paimon sees it too, but... Huh? You mean the girls from... And all the boxes of things. They snake... What's this over here? Looks like some experiment. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. How can someone write something that terrible? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going. So but did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... experiments? So that's it? No, that's not it either. If that's the case, why would he want people to in any... Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain... Mixing in Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep, Let's see what's written. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation. This should prove the existence of the third person, right? We still have the old dog. He can act when I concur. Let's send... Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups. Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water. That means this is where they make all the synth. And that if you dilute it with normal water, Paimon will take notes on this incriminating... We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on. Yeah, we haven't found anything that... No wonder even Neuvillette wasn't able to find any... That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit. Sure thing. You take that side and... Nothing at all! And Paimon can't even find snacks either! Whoa, really? Let Paimon see! Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then... Aw, it's just a normal diary chronicle. So many! The final name... Marcel... Wait, but... Marcel's pretty old.
Image, do you... Is it a man named... Oh.
I've merely...
I was Navia! We're back! As expected of my partner.
Just how often do you intend...
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence...
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
Huh?
We've investigated your lover, Vinier. You even created
So that's it. And with that...
This information you fixated your gaze, so you never...
You also never understood...
For our determination...
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself.
Do you really think I wanted to pay attention to you? What for? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, they said there's no way a human being can... Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, you only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit. Vinier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes. But I'm not from this blasted place. So I...
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Do you all see? I did all of that. And in the end, I spent my entire life...
The suspect is exhibiting signs of...
Don't touch me! Vinier, please, Vinier. Don't think...
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after—
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guard. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his part. During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a— Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction— However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his after exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher— Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, and just recently— However, his attempt to frame Linny failed. Thus concludes the enigmatic— The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding— According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique, guilty.
Guards! Take the—
Good. It's what he did.
With that, the serial—
We really just witnessed his—
Yippee! He's heard so many— Huh? Are you okay?
Demoiselle, you were absent.
The day our late boss had—
Yeah. See, Pop.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Ugh, what—
According to court—
Oh, come on.
Please respect—
All right,
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was the guilty part, we now turn to the— According guilty—
What?
Hey! That's not funny! What's with this verdict?
Huh? This is never—
I mean, have you ever heard of an—
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of—
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique. Guards, please take the suspect.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Hey, Monsieur Novelette, what's going on?
Apologies. This is also the first time all I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing— I don't know what happened there.
What does Lady Furina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible.
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this—
My dearest citizens, don't tell me.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty...
However, given the state of things, and if you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial everything he's done, not to mention the day, all shall be revealed. Now, having said that, although
So she chose to make her escape.
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock?
She probably just... However, please be assured...
Alright. Even though we feel pretty badly, after all, he's done plenty of bad... Oh, Monsieur Neuvillette! That...
I'm the Chief Justice of Fontaine, of course.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop!
Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Marcel! What are you doing?
Stop resisting arrest!
No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first? I erased all records of that name.
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that... The Fountain of Lucine? Then... Please give me a chance to talk to her again.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile?
Paimon agrees! Why should we...
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no.
Humans. Well, very well.
Your Honor, I fear that...
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
Thank you. Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Yeah, and...
Vache!
Ah!
Yes, that's it! So...
Vinière, it's me!
Vache?
I'm here! Where are you, Vinière?
Hey, wait! Be careful!
Vinière, is that you? It's me, Vache!
Vache? Why did you...
It's been more than all this time. I must be dreaming. Vinière, you are my everything. I really don't know how...
But Vache... If not for you, I would have... If not for you, if not... It's all because of...
You... Wait, you are not...
You're right. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our thoughts. I'm Crest, the only one I am...
Why? But then...
She doesn't want to see you anymore. This is what you get. But did you ever consider whether... You are a liar. The only... From the moment...
No!
You still don't. But on top of... She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy. Vache. Vache? Vache. 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 Drown.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Huh. Well met, partner.
Even this weather.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia!
Oh. It's everyone from Spina di... this time, though.
It's been the...
That blast... Oh, by the way, well...
Huh?
Yeah, I believe the story... To be fair, though, she was trying to...
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Oh, and...
Oh, are you...
It was thanks to her...
Oh, that's...
Anyway, now that the case is... Oh,
what is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave. And on top of that...
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
We went...
Sure thing.
And in that case...
Yeah, you're...
Huh?
Hmm?
Isn't that Nervalette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
My apologies.
Don't say that.
Sorry about...
Oh, I wanted to show my father how much I've grown.
In that case...
In any case.
Well, there was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be... Oh, which is also why I believed that Mr. Callis proved, if not for Mr. Callis, and in the end, a justice that... So, you asked me why I came. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callis. This regret is that high and mighty chair in the opera Epicles indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for...
So, you're...
Sorry about that.
Didn't...
So let's not just... Paimon's never paid respect. Huh? Oh no. Anyway, Nervalette is still standing around there.
The wind rises.
Oh, it's you two. I see. Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it...
So, at court...
Truthfully, that name is all... There used to be a special seat most of Tevat... But today, what Vache discovered must have been some...
So...
Indeed. Why would the Prime... To be frank, is there any... That the sea levels will rise, does that appropriate...
That's right!
Yes, up to the... Rumors have it.
A prophecy?
2 parts of the prophecy. Speaking of the prophecy, if the rumors were true...
But, with
Is there anything... My apologies. Mine. However, For many years, as a divinely created... Not only can it produce... Which is all to say... I was not aware. In any case, based on while we do intend to get... If we did...
If you ask Pine...
Is there anything... Your sibling, another blonde-haired traveler. If she ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure she followed our... Is there any... Very well. It will soon be time for me to leave.
You really...
Crime and villainy do not have the day off.
All right. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.